is for the class of 2013. If someone gave me 5 minutes to say whatever I wanted at graduation, it would go something like this. We can all agree that distance is not always measured in lengths of feet or meters, but in time. When you ask your daughter how far her friend's house is, 4.2 miles is rarely your answer. Everything is 10 minutes down the road, a little while that way, and 2 hours north on 41. So I want everything to be described with time, just for the sake of consistency. It would work like this. How's your apple? It is 6,000 years great. Thanks for asking. And this would come to mean that this apple's genetics have evolved for 6,000 years and become greater with every day. Consequently, a weakling, a W-E-E-K, ling would be a mediocre at best apple with some serious room for improvement. So in these terms, what are we, class of 2013? We've been here 1,370 days. If September 1, 2009 was your first day too, so are you that much stronger or taller or smarter or fatter? Are you 1,370 days young or old or idiotic? What have you done for the past 4 years? And I guess I'm still trying to figure out the answer to that question too, because I have no idea, and I'm afraid that I wasted all this time trying to be 1,370 days popular or skinny or pretty, and stopped trying to be 1,370 days Courtney. I have been holding my breath and biting my tongue for half of this time and lying to appease others for the other half, and this has made me 1,370 days crazy. I didn't stand up for myself nearly enough, so here's 3 confessions. 1, I stopped believing in 8-hour GPAs a long time ago and started believing in 24-hour AMESBs, 24-hour abilities to make every situation better. And 2, I am so tired of people telling me they will always be 10 minutes not good enough, 15 minutes not good enough, never good enough. And those statements always come from people with an eternity of misunderstood potential within them. There is a time and a place for everyone, I promise you. And 3, most of all, finally, I am so scared that we're reinforcing all the wrong gears in our watches, that we're forgetting about the second hands until the minute our hours are at stake, and we're only ever looking at the clock when it's our time of day. Okay, and you know what? I have so many good things to say too, because sometimes being nice is just as socially unacceptable as being mean, and I want it to be cool. So here's what I've been holding back. Mom and Dad, if you love me 5,000 days, I love you 5,001. And friends, if you're a century scared to ride the sketchy blue pod elevator, I won't think anything less of you, because I am too. And lunch ladies, I love you 4,999 days. And Mom, if you're offended, you need to eat a Bayport bowl. Mr. Fisher, no matter how many times you deny it, you will always be our 45-minute dad, 42 minutes on Tuesdays, I promise you. And lastly, S, if you're listening, well, I'm 10 decades sorry for everything I ever said about you 2 years ago, 5 years ago, whenever it was that I broke both of our hearts. But right now, all we have left is us sitting in these robes that are only appropriate at 2 p.m., sitting in these chairs that were only comfortable for 3 minutes, turning 1,370 days ready to leave. Whether you like it or not, you will always be part pirate and part stopwatch. So why don't you start the clock now on how long you've been an awesome graduate, because we've earned the right to be timekeepers, and no one can make us play by the hands of their game any longer. And granted, it's not going to be that easy, and it's not that simple, but I am 17 years old, 17 years a dreamer, and I'm not the only one. So I guess what I have to say is that people watching is quickly becoming a recreational sport. So let's kick it up a notch and make it people stop watching. Let's go out there and referee life. Starting now, the clock is running up, FIFA style, and we're making goals, we're changing the game, laying down our own rules and taking people out, whether it be on dates or out of our lives, because they treated us like we were replaceable. And this time is as fair as we make it. And I hope your watch never stops, and someday you end up in a room full of books upon books of tallies upon tallies, how many times your watch has reached 99 minutes and 59 seconds of you being you. Ready, set, go.